First of all, how's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Cannot complain.
Now, have you been to Comic-Con yet?
I have. Well, this is my first official Comic-Con, if that's what you're asking, if I've ever been before. And yeah, I dig it. I dig it. It's I walked in with regular clothes on. I felt like the odd man out because everybody else has costumes and all that. So I felt a little out of place. But I know for next year I might have to holler at your makeup.
Oh, anytime. I got you.
Get it all the way right. Yeah.
If you were going to go as a superhero or whatever, what would it be?
Good question. Dang, good question. Put me on the spot. Why don't you?
That's
I would probably be some sort of black Wolverine. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Wolverine as a
Did you
smaller black guy. There we
Did
go.
you just go walk around on the floor? You just walked around?
I went because I have a cartoon that I'm doing right now. It's called What the Bear, and we got a couple of the plush prototypes. He's like Ted if Ted was black and mean, basically is who What the Bear is. So we went promoting that, and then plus I'd never been before, and I'm a huge comic book geek, have been my whole life. So I got a kick out of actually getting to walk around and whatnot.
What was the exhibit in Comic-Con that like stuck out to you? You got really excited about?
The exhibit that made me have to restrain my nerdness was probably the Naruto. Naruto, Japanese anime. You guys know Naruto, yeah.
Deep stuff.
Naruto Shippuden, yeah, the guy that he makes the models. The guy that actually designs them, he was there.
Oh, cool.
And I've seen him before, and I took everything in me to not become an 8-year-old girl. Yeah, yeah. It gets really bad, guys. It gets really bad sometimes. Yeah.
So speaking of Comic-Con, dealing with movies, you've done Battle Los Angeles.
Yes, indeed.
You've done Red Tails.
Mm-hmm.
If you could do the next movie, what type of role would you want to be?
I'm trying to find a way to break into the Marvel franchise. I need to be in there somehow. Has everybody seen the latest Captain America?
Yes.
I could have easily played the Falcon role. I could have did that. I think they called and I was in the shower or something.
Have you suggested Black Wolverine?
I have not, but you never know. I might have to make a phone call or two, see if we can get that going.
You like
Wolverine's half son. I mean, how old is he? He's like
half son.
He may have come across a black woman at some point. He's been around for a while, maybe. Wolverine's half son. There we go. See?
The Malaverine.
It happened here. There we go. That works. I like it.
Yeah, I like that. How do you end up doing a cartoon? I mean, you're you're R&B artist. You've got album coming out. How does it end up like, hey, you know what? How about a cartoon?
Well, I told you I'm a geek at heart. So it's comic books and Japanese animation and cartoons. I've been watching cartoons my whole life. I still watch cartoons to this day. Even the ones that are not meant for adults, the really kiddie ones, I sit and watch those. Always been a fan of cartoons and decided one day that I wanted to try it for myself. So What the Bear, I originally had it over at Adult Swim, and things just got really messy over there. A bunch of people got fired. My stuff kind of got put on the back burner, so I took it back. But we're some new people now and getting it going. I got a couple cartoons that I'm developing right now, but this is just the one that really made sense for Comic-Con.
If you're gonna, you should jump in the Caillou cartoon and kick his ass.
There
Like,
you
quit
go.
being such a brat.
There you
Hey,
go.
Caillou, quit bitching all the time. Can you do that? You're that powerful. Come on.
My kids actually love Caillou, and I hate that they do because
right?
he is the weeniest little boy ever. Like, come on, man. Where's Caillou's balls? Pause. Damn.
Quit.
Come on, Caillou, you crying again? Hey, smack him upside the head. Or something.
All right, so the cartoon's going. You
Yes.
also got this new album. Singles
Yes,
out
indeed.
right now. Money Can't Buy. We just heard it playing when you walked in. Let's talk music.
Indeed. New single is out. Money Can't Buy featuring Young Jeezy. This is the second time that me and Young Jeezy have collaborated on anything. You know, the first one was Leave You Alone,
Yes.
which was Jeezy's record. And oddly enough, the crazy thing about this record is Jeezy actually brought me this record. He called me one day like, yo, I got your next single. Come to the studio. Now, anybody that knows anything about Jeezy is that he is the epitome of street, hood. Like, everything he talks about is real. Like, that's who that dude is. So I'm thinking, what do this dude know about R&B music? How he got my next single? So I go to the studio expecting something way too hard for me to do anything with, and he plays me this. He had already did his parts, his little rap parts, and then I added my parts, and the rest is history. So that's how the song came to be. The album itself is entitled Nonfiction. Be looking for it around October-ish-esque type of somewhere in there.
Area.
Yeah,
That's
somewhere in that
before
region.
Thanksgiving on your calendar.
Yeah,
if you
by
haven't
the
seen
way.
it.
There you go. There you go. Somewhere in there. I don't have an exact date just yet because, to be honest, I'm not totally finished.
Yeah.
I'm doing something kind of cool with this one. The album's called Nonfiction because every story on the album is true, 100% true. But at the same time, you know, as opposed to just telling my stories, I reached out to my fans via my Instagram and my Twitter, and I asked just random questions like, what's going on in your relationship? What's going on at your house? What's going on with your kids? You don't look like you have kids. Yeah, not kids. But like stuff like that. And the people that sent back, the people that responded, any stories that I really dug, I wrote songs about. So people listening, as you're listening to the album, if you hear a subject matter that seems a little bit familiar, I might just be talking about you.
Nice.
Did you reach out to those people and say, hey, by the way, or you just left it out there
No,
like, hey.
I left it in the air because I'm not paying anybody. So
Right. Yeah, all of a sudden they
I
become
just want no
relatives,
money.
right?
It's not going down. I inspired. Nah, bruh. Nah.
Speaking of Instagram, or because like we'll post pictures through the radio station and we'll get, for us, like, ooh, hey, we got 300 likes.
Right.
But for someone like you, who's an international artist, when you open up your phone, do you have to turn notifications off because otherwise you're trying to like go backwards on your phone and it keeps popping up like so and so likes your picture?
Yeah, that's definitely the truth. But to be honest with you, my Instagram is not even as popping as most. Like I have maybe 600,000 followers.
But they're
whereas-
real.
No, the actual followers, yeah. But you take a guy like August Alsina, he has like somewhere near 3 million. You know what I mean? So I'm still a little minor with mine. But yeah,
You
yeah.
up there though, man.
I'm up there,
Yeah.
but
Wait,
I,
now-
I could get further.
That's what I'm saying. If you're Nia, if I had 600,000 listeners, I'd be walking around this place with a Burger King crown on my head. Like, hey, don't look at me. But you're on a different level. So do you feel like, dang man, I got to get some more Instagram followers?
Well, I'm a little boring with my Instagram. I don't post as much as I should, which has something to do with it. Another thing that might have something to do with it is the fact that there's like 9 Neos on Instagram.
Oh, the official
Yeah.
Neo,
Last
the
time I
real
checked, there was
Neo.
9. Yeah, there's Neo _ there's Neo, the official Neo, there's the real Neo, there's yes it's Neo. It's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. So the only real one is the one that just says Neo. It's the only real one. For anybody that's following the wrong one, Neo, and my government name is Schaefer Smith. That's under there, and that's the only real one. So everybody that's following the official Neo, that is not me, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
Do you, how does it make you
I'm like-
feel when you see that? Because on one hand you can say, well, this is good. They're putting my name out there. The other hand, you're like, they're putting my name out there.
It's flattering, but at the same time, it's annoying. You know what I mean? There's one guy. I think it's the official Neo. He has like 22,000 followers, and there's not even any pictures on it. It's like, come on, guys, really? Seriously?
Yeah.
You know, so it's stuff like that. You know, that's
Yeah.
22,000 people following the wrong person.
Wait till like the real official Neo gets 1 million followers and he gets all the bots.
Oh.
He gets like
Me
32 likes.
Pretty
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up.
Twitter, on the other hand, I got roughly 6-7 million people following me, so that's good.
How
That's
do you
good. Shout out
manage
to all
that?
my Twitter followers.
How do you manage that? It's just pick and choose, right? You just kind of have to go, hey,
Basically,
it
I
has to
get
catch you.
about 200 to 300 mentions pretty much every time I look at it, and I just scroll through, and the ones that really stick out are the ones that I respond to, or whatever the case may
What
be.
sticks out?
Well, there's a guy that he hit me and said that he and his wife just recently got married, and their first dance was one of my songs. So of course I responded to that. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of that special
Nice.
moment.
Oh,
Blah
that's
blah
awesome.
blah. Mind you, everybody that sends me music via Twitter, I always listen to it, and if I didn't respond, probably means I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But don't stop. That doesn't mean stop. Just because I didn't like it, that doesn't mean the world didn't like it. I just personally didn't like it. You know. So.
Do you know of any celebrities that followed you that you were like, oh my God, they're following me?
I don't. I think Oprah follows me,
What?
which is kind of cool. I
That's
think
huge.
Oprah's
You've
following
made it,
me.
bro. That's
Yeah.
that's
No,
huge.
now he's gonna have to cry. If Oprah follows you, you have to cry. at
Yeah,
some
I mean,
you
point.
got to have an Oprah moment.
I haven't been on the show yet. She's not like she
It's
sent me a
coming.
check.
It's-
That's-
it's on the way.
you know. I'll cry then. I'm like, oh my God, the zeros. I'll cry then, but it's flattering. I think she's following me. Don't even quote me on that. I might be lying. You might go and look. She's not even following me.
It's
The
the real
official
Oprah.
The real Oprah.
Oprah official, not verified. Ah, damn it. You know.
Hey, so you're writing R&B right now.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing for you to do that, and I think even you sense this a little bit, that there's this thrust of like, hey, it's EDM, and we even here on radio, we're hearing, oh, it's all about EDM and all the dance music, and you decide, hey, I'm going to go the wrong way. You even say, I got a few songs that you can dance to, but you're doing R&B. Why?
Well, damn energy drink. To be honest with you, I'm in a place now where I don't really think genre too much when I go in the studio to create. Like now it's about what feels good or what feels the best. And mind you, I love my dance fans and my EDM fans. You know, they kept the lights on for a very, very long time. They did. Plus, that's a super loyal fan base over there. You know, they've been riding with me for a while. But at the same time, I got to do what feels good to me. Like when I start making music that I not necessarily don't want to make, but don't feel like making, but I feel like I have to because that's what people are expecting, then this becomes a job. And I did this so that I wouldn't have to get a job. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Like this is not supposed. This is passion. This is the vibe. It's not supposed to feel like work. So for me, it's about what feels good in a moment. And it just so happens that pretty much everything on this album is predominantly R&B. Like you said, there's a couple things on there that could live outside of the R&B world, but for the most part, it's all R&B. That's just where my head is at, where my head and where my heart is at right now. So here's what it is. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna like it just because you can't, fist pump to it. There's remixes and all of that. We'll figure that stuff out. But as of right now, yeah, R&B is kind of where I'm at. Yeah.
That's
Nice,
a good
man.
space to be in.
Yeah.
I think it occupies a good space because there's not a lot of it that's good out right now.
Very true. Very, very true.
Man, so the website, Neo the Gentleman.
NeoTheGentleman.com is the website. The Twitter is @NeoCompound. The Instagram is Neo.
And we can get the single on
That's Neo.
iTunes.
Single is on iTunes right this second. Make sure you pick it up. Album is entitled Nonfiction. Be looking for that October-ish.
Ish,
that
kind of.
kind of
Before
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
before Thanksgiving, Lord willing, before Thanksgiving. Yeah. There we go.